All right. What is good, y'all? Soul here, and welcome back to my story mode. So, today we've got a little somber topic yet again. I guess right after the Dragon Ball one, it's gonna be kind of weird to be a little on the sadder side again, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta talk about it because this is something that's very important to me, and I'm sure to a lot of people within the community, maybe some even outside of the community, you know what I'm saying? But you've seen the title and you've seen the thumbnail. Today we're talking about Little Big Planet and how the servers for Little Big Planet 3 have officially shut down. Now, I don't know exactly what the story is here, but essentially, sometime in January, something happened that forced them to shut down the servers. And I guess they have been offline that entire time. And so eventually they decided, hey, you know what? Maybe it's just time to close them for good because, it's one of those situations in which, people have dwindled off Little Big Planet for a very long time now. You know what I'm saying? To the point where, we've had an entirely new Little Big Planet game in Sackboy: A Big Adventure, which to me, it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Sackboy's A Big Adventure. It's just a platformer as opposed to Little Big Planet, which was this creative just field of just endless possibilities and stuff like that. Two completely separate games. You know what I'm saying? And, there's nothing wrong with being different. Absolutely not. For what it is, Sackboy: A Big Adventure is okay. But, it's not Little Big Planet. It's not the Little Big Planet that people were looking for. And so, people still, had their heart set on a potential Little Big Planet 4 for a very long time. But considering the fact that, outside of Sackboy: A Big Adventure, we hadn't heard anything about a potential Little Big Planet 4. People just kind of gave up hope on it and just continued to play Little Big Planet 3 until today, April 19th, which is when they have officially decided to completely close the servers for good. It was a long time running. Little Big Planet 3 has been up and just moving since 2014, and that is a pretty damn strong run, if I do say so. Like, that's early PS4 era. That's a long time to be up and running like that. Now, of course, this topic is important to me because I love Little Big Planet. Despite how long it's been since I've played Little Big Planet, I love Little Big Planet. 1 and 2 are some of my favorite games of all time, and they will just always have a very special place in my heart, which is why it's so unfortunate to actually hear this news, because it's just been running for so long, and it's always just kind of been there. It's always been around whenever I felt the need to go back to it, you know what I mean? Only for it to finally close down, and now that option is just kind of kaput forever. And we don't know what the next step is for Little Big Planet, because unfortunately, Little Big Planet is completely in the hands of PlayStation or Sony. And so, because the overlords of PlayStation don't want to focus on anything else other than The Last of Us, the fate of a lot of its IPs are kind of in question right now. Maybe God of War is going to be fine, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I take it back. God of War is going to be fine for a long time. That's a fine one, right? But we don't know what's up with, Uncharted. We don't know what's up with, Infamous. We don't know a lot of, game. We're still waiting on some kind of Jak and Daxter, another Ratchet and Clank, and stuff like that. One of the biggest unfortunate things is Little Big Planet, one that's been ignored for quite some time now. Not necessarily as long as Infamous, which is another thing that we're going to talk about in a different video, probably pretty soon, relatively soon. But, even then, it's still really unfortunate that it's just kind of been in the back burner, just kind of doing the best it could to survive and thrive with its community until the very end, which was a very sudden and abrupt ending for its life. And that sucks, because that sucker, Little Big Planet 3 in of itself, was running for a straight decade. People were still up there making levels, playing all these created levels and making custom levels and playing through the story mode every now and again, just consistently for 10 years. That's a feat, man. That's a great feat to have. Little Big Planet was very special to me and to a lot of others. Hell, to Dominus, to everybody on Arcade Wave, to all of us, it was a very important game. And so, it sucks, man. So, now we wonder, what's next for Little Big Planet? Because me personally, I think that Little Big Planet deserved a lot better. And I did mention this a few months ago in one of my previous videos. I think it was when I was making a wish list. This was an insane thing to put on a wish list for a Nintendo Direct, right? However, I did actually wish that at some point, maybe hopefully down the line, that Nintendo would get the rights to Little Big Planet. Because if there is anywhere that Little Big Planet could thrive and truly feel at home, I feel like Nintendo would have it. It's got, you know, it just fits so well with, you know, their tone, their aesthetic, and their minds for creativity and stuff like that. And I feel like if I always mix up two different companies. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Mondo Media, right? If they were to get bought up by Nintendo to create Little Big Planet as a sole IP for Nintendo, I feel like we could have an incredible first-party situation for Little Big Planet. And it's just, could you imagine? Could you imagine them opening their, you know, unveiling their new console, you know, sometime next year, and one of the new stars of said console is actually a Little Big Planet game? I'm telling you, bro, if there would be any reason to purchase Nintendo Switch Online or whatever they're gonna call it with this next upcoming console, Little Big Planet would definitely have that bad boy up and running, bro. You don't get it. You don't. And I just feel like, you know, I'm dreaming right now. And the only reason I'm dreaming so hard is because I love Little Big Planet so much. And I really don't know what fate holds for this series, because PlayStation is just not there with them right now. They don't care about anything that isn't Last of Us, that isn't God of War, that isn't one of their like 2 or maybe 3 main IPs. What else is there? What's the one with the robots? Horizon. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not that, it ain't PlayStation right now. And that's where Little Big Planet is sitting. And I think that's really unfortunate. I really do think that the series deserved better, because it was one of PlayStation's just biggest openers. It was I'd argue that it was absolutely a console seller. It's one of the games that got me to buy a PS Vita of all things. I didn't know if I even wanted a PS Vita until I saw that they were making a Little Big Planet game exclusively for the Vita. I'm like, yep, all right, let's see what this bad boy's all about. You know what I'm saying? And I got really into that little game for a little while, even though it wasn't, you know, a mainline Little Big Planet game. And so I feel like Little Big Planet did an amazing job of, you know, really getting me to step out of my comfort zone and really get into my creative mind and stuff like that. I met a lot of good friends through Little Big Planet, through the first one, through the second one, playing online with friends till like 5 in the morning, building crazy ass levels with crazy ass mechanics, or just playing through the story mode again and again because it was that much fun, or just messing around and just having a good time, you know, learning all the ins and outs of, you know, game building and stuff like that within Little Big Planet's super intricate level building kit. It was actually insane how in-depth that level building kit was. Crazy thing that they did. All right, to have to develop that and develop that, to be developing inside of a game is insane. Insane thing that they did. And that was really special. That's really a special thing that they did. And I really appreciate that they went out of their way to create something so just fresh and fun with all of the ideas that they had for Little Big Planet, for us to have with Little Big Planet, for us to build together, to learn together, to grow together within the world of Little Big Planet. And it was just such a great just oyster to just build and to grow and to laugh and to love, and it was great. You know what I'm saying? And now the most recent one is I guess, again, I don't really count Sackboy: Big Adventure. That's just a platformer thing. But Little Big Planet 3 is done now. So yeah, you could still play the story mode and stuff like that, but as far as the servers go, you can't play any levels that anybody's made. You can only play your own, but you can't publish your levels or anything like that. So if you want somebody to experience your levels, you have to have real life friends that have to come over and play it like physically. They can't, you can't send them to a level or anything like that. And that just sucks. That really, really sucks to me. What can you do? But, you know, I'm always going to be appreciative, though, of what Little Big Planet is. Because, man, what a cool concept. What an awesome concept, man. You don't understand it, bro. Little Big Planet was my PlayStation IP. That was like, when I would think PlayStation back in the day, I would think Sackboy. That was my guy right there. All right. Yeah, you know, they had some other cool IPs and stuff like that. I love The Last of Us, you know what I'm saying? But Little Big Planet was first for me. It was the primary reason that I ended up picking up a PS3. And so, you know, when they came out with the PS4 and they announced that we were actually getting Little Big Planet 3, I was over the moon, brother. I was over the moon, leaping, howling, bro. I was ready. And Little Big Planet 3, it absolutely delivered. It absolutely delivered. There were so many just creative ideas that they put into that game. They put their all into that game with all their creative ideas, and they really proved themselves with that one, man. Little Big Planet 3, what a monument, bro. Salute to Mondo Media for that one, brother. Can't believe it's done. It was a great time. It was a great time, and I'm always gonna love Little Big Planet for what it was, what it is, and what it should be. What it could have been, I guess, is a better way to put it. But hey, you know, we live and we learn. I guess it was just its time. You know, unfortunately, some things are just taken from us before their time, and that's what happens. But again, it's been like a decade, so you know, I can't really complain too much. It's had a pretty damn good run. That's a better run than a lot of games lately, so I'll take what I can get. A win is a win in my book, so I don't know. But hopefully they really do look into, you know, revisiting Little Big Planet in the future and really revitalizing that as one of their primary IPs. Or if not, just hand it over to Nintendo or somebody, man. Just let somebody give Mondo Media to a better home, please, man. Please, I beg, bro. I beg. But I can scream to the heavens. Nobody's hearing me. But either way, so that just about does it for my little rant for Little Big Planet. It will be missed, but you know, that's my side of things. So your turn. You tell me everything that you guys are thinking in the comment section below, because you know for a fact that I'm always going to be down there with you guys. Tell me, did you like Little Big Planet growing up? Is that something that you were really attached to? Did you like Little Big Planet 1 through 3? Did you play online? Did you have a lot of good times and memories with it? Or do you have absolutely no opinion on it? Or you actually don't really care about Little Big Planet and you're glad it's dead? That would be a crazy thing. But either way, tell me what you're thinking, because you know for a fact that I'm always going to be down there with you guys. But with that, it does appear to be skedaddle o'clock. So I would like to thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me the greatest favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for more content just like this here. And with that, gonzo. Thanks again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Do me the greatest favor of taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time.